All right, next up, man, we have Morgan State versus South Carolina State, man. South Carolina State at home. They're on a 4-game winning streak, man. So let's see what we got going on here, dog.
Watch for him, number 11. Leads the MEAC in tackles for a loss. Here is a carry inside. And that one doesn't go very far either. Trying to find the edge, can't. Nowden's been very busy getting the handoffs. The redshirt freshman for Morgan. We'll see if now Moore the third will go to the air in a 2nd and 7. Has a little bit of time, floats it, tips up in the air and intercepted. A turnover just like that, and the Bears couldn't have a worse start, and the Bulldogs couldn't have a better one.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. And
looking to even possibly double up Morgan State. We're on just under 11 minutes to go in the first quarter. Atkins out of the shotgun with a little bit of delay. Inside to Smith, and he will get inside the 5.
Thomas Smith on the carry.
Now Atkins, same handoff to Smith. This time he only get about a yard. Rolls his way to the 3. 3rd down, and what a big stop it would be. Ruffin was in motion. He's in the slot now to the right-hand side. Atkins back, looking middle of the field, steps up, fires, and that will be incomplete. A little bit of confusion there. Looks as though
He's open too.
That will bring up a 4th down decision. 3 for 3 on the season. A little bit of high on the snap, though. Giannis is able to get it down and easily through.
Oh, yeah, he missed it?
That looked good. And the officials are saying no. Maybe it was.
Damn.
And Morgan the third will try to get this offense back on track. Excuse me, Moore the third. And the inside handoff goes. And you know what? You could take 5 yards each chunk there by Nowden getting through. NC State up 7-0. Could be more, but the Bears trying to work off of getting a big stop, and Nowden finds the edge. Haven't seen that run very much. Maybe you're setting the defense up a little bit with a lot of inside runs, and then you pop one outside. Rod Washington making the stop from his corner slot. And now, well, window dressing and keeper by Moore on the zone read. Won't find much. Maybe 2, 3 at the most. 2nd down. Moore flips that ball and able to get the quick completion. Upfield, making it a much more manageable 3rd down. Able to hit Jan here for the offense. They finally get situated. Moore the third. Quick little flare out to the right-hand side is caught. But maybe just shy of that 1st down marker. We'll see. But Matt Lowe used all 6'5" of his frame, just shy. Play action, looking deep down the field, has plenty of time. Moore winds up and will go down the field. It'll be incomplete. Great coverage on Ramize Jones. I'm staying out there.
I'm believing that they picked up the 1st down.
They did.
This must be 2nd.
Yeah. Wow. So Moore the third will pitch it, and there is a lane there. That was a nice play. Gain of 4.
Play.
That spacing you get from the pitch. Here's Moore the third again. He has some time and then steps up in the pocket, tries to dump it down. It was a little bit too low.
Good
his attempts will come back out on the field. They haven't been out there very long. Scored on pretty quickly. Atkins will hand it off.
Oh,
big time hole here for Smith. Able to get his way for a 1st down carry, longest run of the game for either team.
And that's why don't move until the ball actually moves if you're on the line.
Atkins with another handoff to Smith. And the Bulldogs are not going away from the run game, even though they have really enjoyed some success through the air so far. Since then, Tyler Smith's really taken the reins, but it will be a throw across the far side, and it will be caught by Sewell. Completion percentage on the season. That's improved as the season's gone on, by the way. Atkins decides to keep it for the first time in any of those zone reads, and that did not work.
The action was in front of him and made a great tackle behind the line of scrimmage.
A lot of freshmen make some plays in this game already for the Bears. Moyer, one of them. Dumped out passes, incomplete, and it will be picked off. The first interception for the Bears in turnover forced. Just what the doctor ordered, and from the aforementioned. 1st and 10 now for the Bears into SC State territory for the first time. A near pick by Franklin instead is going to be returned upfields on the completion. Gambling and missing. Has now Morgan, the third though. We'll see if he can work some magic in a 2nd and 12. Group receivers to the right is a distraction because it's going to be a throw to the left-hand side. And that now will be an inside handoff. Nothing doing here. The running game up the middle has been non-existent. Morgan State Bears are going to kick a field goal and are able to convert that one. And
right,
we're talking about. Here is Adams again at running back. His first carry of the game, and it's going to be a big one. He gets to the 20 to the 21-yard line. Casey Adams with the carry.
Rarely do you just see one rusher of the football.
2 yards gain in that last one. Atkins now will go back to work on a 2nd and 8. Just exclusively right-hand side, and I can't believe that wasn't picked off. In fact, that was friendly fire.
Yeah.
Brennan and Carr got an opportunity here to flip things on their head. Atkins design rollout, looking right, and will throw right. It will be incomplete, well over the head of his intended receiver. The coverage was pristine. Well, on the defensive side of the football, forcing 23 sacks and 7 fumble recoveries. They were able to get an INT, almost got a 2nd one. Now back on offense after the punt by Gerard Washington, the corner on runs, because he can shed blocks as well. Here's a delayed draw by Morgan, or excuse me, Moore the third. There's a flag on more than likely a hold against the Bears. And Moore the third escorted out. And now starting this drive, it comes back to bite the Bears. Another carry and run right-hand side. Moore the third might have been more inclined or a better option to keep that ball, but instead he hands it off and bring up. Moore the third has not been able to get on track with running the football. This time he'll have a quick little screen after faking the handoff, and that will be incomplete. Wasn't a good ball. It was not thrown well. Damon Wilson in his 4th year as the head coach there for the Bears. You saw him very, very quickly liking what he's seeing out of his team, but not this particular instance, as Atkins against the grain. A tough throw. We're not going to waste any time. Smith back in it, running back. He'll get the carry. Almost like the defense there for the Bears stopped for a moment. And I think he has been busy in a good way for the Bulldogs. Atkins with some pressure, throws it in the face of it, and he hits his receiver. Nigel Johnson with the reception. Already at the 43 of the Bears. SC State going for all of it down the right sideline. It's going to be caught, and there's a flag as well. Johnson with his back-to-back receptions and bring it back. That's a big, big penalty.
Yes, but do it again.
You're in their own 43-yard line. Quick handoff inside, and Smith will break it. Near side, he's at the 20-yard line. Nearly horse-collared, finally brought in from behind, but I think he might have gained the edge of that penalty. He's out of bounds at the 2. Tyler Smith and review, but it's not, apparently, as Smith will quickly now be in the backfield. And he will get the carry, and he'll go in for 6. Touchdown, Bulldogs. That's the second rushing score of the game for Tyler Smith. And SE blocking, on that I would have easily gotten in. Easily. I might have gotten a cramp on the way.
Still would have scored.
Here's Alti kick. And it is going to be fielded around the 6-yard line. And always dangerous return. Left-hand side, and got that hoodie action going there with Leatherby able to go and
catch him in that corner, but that didn't happen.
Moore, the third, low to the air. No, instead he'll have to tuck it and run it as the coverage was good downfield, and he was able to make something out of nothing. It was actually put up there by their defense for the most part. They were able to kick it in. The defense for the Bulldogs has really held serve and almost gets the interception on the pass in the middle of the field. It was tipped, although he'll be mad at himself for not getting that interception.
Credit the defensive line for the tip.
100%. Only sending 4. Moore winds up, goes for broke, and it's there, and it will be caught for the score. Touchdown to Perry, and the Bears get their first big explosion.
Moore right there.
I want to see that replay one more time, because you should have seen Moore in the background as he threw that football. He knew that was going in for the score. A keeper by Atkins on the option, left-hand side. He nearly gets to the 35-yard line. Yeah, Moore releases all 30 carries, 85 yards. That's not a good average, by the way. And he will hand it off. Tyler Smith has had a great game, and this time, no, he doesn't go anywhere. He's met at the line of scrimmage and driven back for no gain. Receiver left-hand side, now will join Atkins with trips to the right. Atkins back, pressure behind, and he'll be brought down for a loss and a sack on the play. Morgan State game. The last couple series, going to try to do the same here with great starting field position at the 40. Inside head off, Nowden goes nowhere. And that inside stuff on the runs here for the Bears have been stuff. Bark, Atkins back in at quarterback, will hand it off and get maybe 3 yards on the carry to the 23. Talk about a game breaker. 2nd and 8. Here comes pressure up the middle, and Atkins pumps too many times, and he loses the football. We're going to say he's down by contact. But boy, pressure from the weak side proves side along with Johnson to his right. Showing pressure on the Bears on the corners or the edges. Atkins has a little bit of time and floats it. It'll be caught. I think the 29-yard line to Jones, who has been by.
And as you mentioned, Johnny Jones.
Antoine Sewell, the defensive coordinator, dialing up a lot of blitzing here. Atkins has time again, floats it deep down the middle of the field. It is caught and into the end zone for the score. Touchdown, Bulldogs. Darius Thompson, wide open, busted that back into the defense for the Bears.
Yes, somebody fell.
Will be in motion from left to right. Moore the third, only 3 coming for the Bulldogs. Actually, they're going to come in on a run blitz. And they swallow up that attempt, and that left side of the A-gap by Harris, and that will bring up a 2nd down. 2 left, 1 right. Bears do get 2 on that last run by Harris. Moore the third has a little bit of time, and then he does it. Driven back and sacked, slung down at the 25. Better, but now the Bulldogs have really come back and shown their diversity on offense. And they're going to come near side and get Tyler Smith, the running back, in some space on the near side sideline, but Carr will shove him out of bounds. I say that, but SC State has retained the lead the entire game.
Yes.
Atkins just gets rid of that in time. I don't even think he knew he did because of the pressure from directly behind him. And juiced. Johnny Jones from Pahokee, Florida. Smith again with the carry on a short 2nd down, is able to convert for the first things on the fly with this offense. Atkins with time again will go middle of the field and underthrows Jones. Johnny Jones seemed to be open from our perspective at the end of that play, but you saw they've done really well with this edge rush from Gold. They go middle of the field again. It is caught again. Bulldogs get a first down, pitch and catch. 1:12 left in this first half of play. Atkins again dialing up left-hand side, and it will be complete. Ruffin now back to back. Well, he missed, of course, the last one, but
back.
Good things again happen on a drive when you have Tyler Smith in backfield, even if he doesn't get a lot of carries. Back again, Atkins going to the left-hand side, and Ruffin again has been the main driver of this series to get down the field. Clock runs under 40 seconds, and SC State's fine with that, because they have 2 timeouts remaining. Flare out left.
Here's your guy.
Has it. He tries to break it back in, driven back at the 4, and that should be enough for a first down. On the far side sideline, Hunter coming in. Time is at a premium. Smith in the can be a delayed draw and into the end zone. Touchdown, Atkins. His first rushing score of the year. No numbers who got locked up. Atkins back out there. Handoff. Tyler Smith this time is driven back. That is Eric Hunt. Loss. And he's tied with Gold, his own teammates.
Yep, that's 9.5.
Make it 9.5 now. Little screen, a wide receiver screen, able to connect there, and then do that a lot. There were substitutions, so got a little bit of a stoppage there. Bears unable to get any pressure when they go right up the middle of Adams.
Good run.
Who gets the carry, and Bulldogs getting that much closer to midfield already. All. Continuing to drive the ball. Play action to Adams. Back is Atkins. He will step up, throw, near side caught at the 35-yard line.
Great pass.
In the shadows, he's able to hit.
It's 1st and 10.
Morgan now showing a little bit of edge pressure here from Gold. The top of your screen, he's going to back off, and it's going to be an inside carry by Adams again. And he will be stopped after his forward progress.
An opportunity if he wants to make a change of the play.
Bears show 4-2-5 all game long. Those 5 defensive players for the Bears have been busy. And this time again on a slant to Jordan Smith. And again, the Bulldogs don't waste any time. Under 12 to go. Atkins with the handoff, sweep to the right-hand side by Adams, goes nowhere, and he is met. Plenty of time on the play clock. Atkins play action, looking in zone, crossing to the left-hand side instead. Had a man open in the right corner. The pressure was substantial. Adams will situate himself to the right-hand side of the shotgun of Atkins. Atkins looking end zone. This time, no, flings it left-hand side. It will be complete, but well short of that goal line. And now 21 earlier in the game. Although being perfect on the season from this distance before this game started, and he will punch this one through the MEAC special team. The back. That's what I thought I saw on that replay that we were able to get a sneak peek in on.
Yes.
Ward the third, little play action, quick flare out left is complete to the 31, I want to say, 60 through the air. They're going to have to exceed that. They have 9 returning starters on this offense. Ward the third not being one of them. Back and now again will run the football, and Morgan's fine with that. Usually it ends up being good things once. Just as I say that, inside carry goes to Nowden, and on a 3rd and short, that's not a bad call. Nowden able to move the clock runs, and that's, dare I say, becoming a factor already. possessions at a premium as Washington gets the hit, and I believe they're going to get
targeting
with their review, but it is not targeting against Washington. The launching component of it is the thing I think wasn't there.
That's right.
The crown of the helmet, I thought was. But nonetheless, it doesn't matter. Washington will stay out there. He's still chirping on the far side. And
been working all day. They've been serving up
on offense.
On offense.
Got it.
All day.
Morgan's really not had too much of anything going on offense, but now they go to the air, and that is complete. Leatherbury.
Quality football player.
It's not too shabby. All at the 43-yard line. He's in motion now. Leatherbury is to the slot to the left-hand side. Moore looks right, then will run left, and he has a hole. Gets to the 30, and then will be tripped up for a little bit, and then falls down and gives what we have seen. Oh, it does not. Handoff. Great seam up to Nowden, and he gets inside the 5. You offset Nowden a little bit as Bushnell will come in at quarterback. Almost assuredly will be a handoff. And actually, he can't even hold on to the football. And he finally collects it just to make sure the Bears are able to retain possession. And why you change the chemistry of a Harris, the back right-hand side of Moore the third, who's looking left where a lot of receivers are. Then he's going to be flushed out. He's going to run with it, and he's going to get popped at the 3. And he is not feeling too good at the end of that carry. A hard time getting things right on either side of the football, but they have an opportunity here on a 4th down and goal to go. Moore the third goes with the slant. It will be picked off instead and returned. We'll see what happens, but the Bulldogs have a couple of men to beat, bringing this one all the way back. Flags fly at the end of the play. The INT, yet another turnover forced. They'll take the takeaway. It would have been a stop anyway on 4th down, but much better starting field position for the Bulldogs, who are up comfortably and looking to build on that. A Smith run, 20 win. Very close to that being the case here. Up down left-hand side after the penalties assessed against the Bulldogs. That one complete. Over to Jordan Smith.
Jordan Smith, Tyler
down. SC State had 613 yards last week against Norfolk State. They're inching closer to that total here. Atkins, plenty of time in the pocket. That one popped up and bounced around and in and out of the hands of multiple players, including Eric Hunter.
It's 97 yards for pay there. That's a great job.
All the way to the 3. So Moore the third, about 3 yards deep in his own end zone, will hand it off. Run right-hand side by Harris. Dips into the 10. Play. Bears would need to get something going on this drive. We said that last time out, and they had a great opportunity. Or this play gets underway. Hand off to Harris will be a flag. Dorian Harris, the back, now will block as Moore goes up top, and that will be almost intercepted.
A great play in the secondary. As you all goes up, you can make a play and high point it before the receiver, especially if you're in that trail position, because you can get to the ball first.
And it's going to be a hit in the end zone. The end of that play.
More trail position. A great play in the secondary. As you all goes up, you can make a play and high point it before the receiver, especially if you're in that trail position, because you can get to the ball first.
And it's going to be a hit in the end zone. The end of that play. Moore the third goes down, which should be for a safety.
I know that hurt. Damn.
Kickoff. Amaya launches this one very short, and it'll be fielded. Johnson has a lane, gets past the 40 to the 44. Both Leatherbury and Johnson love. Sewell in motion out the right-hand side. They're going to go the second level reception to Jones, who's got to be creeping up into. That'll be a first down, under a minute to go. 47 seconds. Atkins winding up, going deep right sideline, and a bit underthrown.
Got it.
Coming back on that ball for SE. Do so, although been a very good one. Second down. Atkins, little delay, handoff. Tyler Smith finding some room, left-hand side, stays on his feet, then brought down at around the 32. He's doing quite well here this afternoon as well. Steve, you can give his stats here in a second. After now, we'll get underway with SC State going left to right. Atkins back to pass on a 3rd and 5. Complete that one at the 19-yard line. That over to Jordan Smith. That is over their average at 33. They came in at 30 points per game. Atkins looks left first and then tries to roll right, and instead will be brought down for a big loss on the play. Nowhere to go. Stares the Bulldogs in the face inside the 20 of the Bears, looking deep in the end zone. Atkins doesn't have as much time as he does. Now he actually is flushed out, able to elude tacklers, then throws as he's hit.
Did I hear a whistle?
Incomplete. I thought I heard
inside the left hash.
Alty to attempt it. He's 1 for 2 today. He knocks this one up, and it will be good just inside that right upright to add 3 more to the board. Conference play, North Carolina Central, Morgan State, Norfolk State all at 0-1. Here's an inside handoff, and going up is Nowden with his biggest run of the game for the Bears, and it just comes in exactly when they need it. Might be too little too late, but the Bears need
none.
More. The third will stay in at quarterback. With 12 minutes to go in the game, down by 26. Another, basically the same carry, and this one
different result.
Very, very, very different result. Franklin. He also had a more run, trying to get lunch to the 2-yard line on a run. So he's hit the quarterback a couple times. Moore with a good job of deking the defense momentarily to the right, and then went to the left. Dorian Harris now in at running back. A triangle set out right-hand side. Back is Moore, the third, looking down the right sideline. He's going to run with it. He's got some room. He gets the first down a little bit more to the 12-yard line.
And wisely steps out of bounds after a huge gain, which also moves the chains for a
yard there for Morgan. 1st and 10 in the red zone. Bears looking for 7. Moore tripped up a little bit, I think on his own feet at the 10 on the carry, and the keeper, he had no other.
It's a smart move.
Quarterback is super light.
Almost 100 yards rushing last week against Howard. Bulldogs, for the most part, have done a good job of locking up the Bears, and this time a little bit of, what was it, an attempt on. Bears can get a first down, needing it around the 2. 3rd and 12. Only 4 coming here for the Bulldogs. It's going to be a throw out left-hand side. It's going to be caught by Harris, and he's going to lean in for the score.
Wow.
Touchdown, Morgan. And the Bears get on the board, but if this is for the Bulldogs, but Atkins has been on point. He had a moment there, a couple of instances as he hands it off to Tyler Smith in the interior, that the Bears defense had figured out to distinguish the good from the great coaches. And when you have the personnel to go along with it, it's nice to have some dogs. And of course, SC State has plenty of that as Jalen Johnson gets his hands on it, which is always a good thing on offense, and which certainly helps if you want to get turnovers. After the timeout by the Bears, it's going to be a handoff to Tyler Smith, and he's at midfield now. And Chennis Berry, head coach for
play.
Going to go 2-0 in conference for the 2nd year in a row.
It's a variable ND.
And Smith again will get the call to get into Bear territory.
Like you would roll your iris.
That one going away, 54-7. This is not the same outcome, but if Pretty dominant performance by the Bulldogs. Going for broke down the left sideline, and that will be incomplete and almost, I think, intercepted.
They still trying to score.
Johnson, the intended receiver. That's where he's from.
Yes.
What you're saying? Okay.
Said from Cockeysville, Maryland.
And
yes.
now Atkins goes to the air. Right-hand side will be complete. Jalen Johnson, the safety valve. Got that. 3rd down and 8. Atkins back to pass, has time, will run it up, and he will be short of the 1st down. Takes a pretty good hit right inside there, but
no.
Well, Morgan needs a 2 as they don't have one. Only 1 game in. Here's the throw out the right-hand side. More to Harris.
Not everyone gets a trophy.
And that one up to the 21-yard line. Well, you said the
offense that we've seen from SC State all season.
What did Luntz have a great 1st half? Now he's finding a little bit of edge rush there, and a wobbly pass goes out right. Leatherbury was the closer receiver for the Bears. Their season, they look pretty good. We've named some names. 3rd and 8. Only 3 coming for the Bulldogs. Still modest pressure here, and then Moore, the 3rd's going to have to run with it, which is usually a good thing for Morgan. And he will get out of bounds near the 30-yard line as helmets fly off at the to lunge forward for that 1st down carry. Clock running with 3 minutes to go. Moore looking deep down the middle of the field. He'll launch this one incomplete over the head of his intended receiver in Leatherbury. Good game for you here on ESPN Plus against the Howard Bison. 1:30 kickoff. Here's Moore in trouble. He gets out of the sack, runs with the right-hand side, and then he floats it out of bounds wisely with an incomplete pass. Boy, he did tackles for a loss, sacks. Almost got another one there. He only has 1 in this game. Moore going deep on a 3rd and long, goes to the left-hand side, and it will be caught. Just coming underneath that one at around the 20-25 line. Bradley on the coverage in that last play. Float pass, middle of the field, and caught into the end zone. Kennerly Jr. with the reception. Great focus and lean in across that goal line for the touchdown. Going for 2, and Moore throwing it out right-hand side, and it will be incomplete. Just tipping that one enough. Here's the kick. It bounces up a couple times. That ball is loose, and the Bears get on top of it and recover it at their own 49-yard line.
Great spin on the ball, D.
Trailing by 13. Got the onside kick recovery. Kennerly Jr. on that last reception. Moore steps up. Flushed out run. No, he'll going to go to the end zone. It'll be incomplete. That's the right guy to go to. Kennerly Jr. again. Got a paw on Edgman. And now the Bears are going to the air again. Wobbly pass is still caught near side sideline and out of bounds. At 137. Bears looking for 1 more score here to make this a lot more interesting. Moore again, that elusiveness continues to wreak havoc on this defense of the Bulldogs.
7 and gets out of bounds.
Leatherbury in motion will go back out to the right-hand side. Here's Moore again looking right, and he'll lob this one to the right side of the end zone. It'll be incomplete, and I don't see any flags. Moore has 2 receivers to the right and to the left. Here comes the pressure. Moore gets rid of it. Immediately, he'll be caught at around the 5. That should stop the clock to move the chain. 17. Here's Moore. Gets out of the grasp and will run it into the end zone.
Wow.
So now the Bears, Moore says, let's calm down. We got our score. The Dogs have a great opportunity to sew things up with a recovery here. We'll see how it goes. Amaya kicks this one. It's high up in the air. It hits a couple of players, though I think that the Bears might have touched it first. Joseph Clark, I think, touched it first, and flags will fly. I don't think that went 10 yards before. Atkins will kneel on it now, and that
damn near South Carolina State almost almost let them come back. But listen, man, shout out to South Carolina State. They're 2-0 in the MEAC. And I think they either play Howard. I think they play Howard or North Carolina Central next. If they play North Carolina Central, then they play on Thursday or Friday, one of them days. But I don't know. But shout out to them, man. They listen. Until somebody knocked them off, they're still the reigning champs in MEAC. So, God give them their proper respect. They still listen. Coach Barry still ain't lost a conference game. Still ain't lost.